Hey, everybody, and welcome to YERBABUENA, another beautiful day here in Southern California. I don't know where you're at right now, but it is amazing out here, especially because we're smoking. We're smoking. I have a friend of mine that's going to be joining Joseph. He doesn't only work at a dispensary. I don't know if you know this, but out here with the COVID thing, we're locked down, so we don't get to go out and do comedy clubs anymore or comedy shows. So a lot of the comedians that didn't put some money away, or maybe you're just getting started. A lot of these guys have to get these odd jobs. So he just happens to work at a dispensary. Dispensary is like a liquor store that you show up, or a convenience store where you show up and they have all your weed out and you just get to select whatever you want. And they are called bud tenders. Bud, like weed, bud, weed, tenders. And you talk to them and you ask them, hey, I got a headache, man. What can I get for a headache? And he says, oh, I recommend this strain, or sometimes they go, oh man, I have a stomach ache. And so they're almost like your doctor, man, with weed. They'll tell you a good bud tender deserves a good tip because you're going for something specific. And weed is that magical weed that can work for everything you want. I mean, if you have a headache, so that good bud tender can actually go ahead and tell you, hey man, this is what I recommend you do. Let me see what's going on here. Somebody's sending me a message. Logging right now. Okay, it's him right now. He's telling me he's coming in. So these are the type of questions we're going to ask him. Now, today's weed of the week is, I don't know if you've seen it, strawberry cake. Strawberry cake. Thank you very much for the strawberry cake. Gil, big ups to Gil. He got us the blunt today. He also brought us the 10 grams. These are 75 bucks with Cali Care Group. Best place you can get your weed from. If you're in Southern California, or if you're in, I know they're opening up some in Vegas, but here in the IE, um, best service you can get. They're all over the IE, guys. I highly recommend it. If you're out of town, or if you're somewhere like in Europe, I get it. I get it. Too bad. Get it legalized, man. We'll go visit you. We'll bring some goodies and we'll send some out there. But if you're a local guy, thank you for joining. And let us know in the comments, what are some of your favorite strands, and we can open up that conversation, or I can ask them. If you have any questions for somebody that works at the dispensary, like what is the proper tip when you go to a dispensary? Can you get in without an ID? Is there ways of getting around that? Um, if you are handicapped or you have a disability, can you cut the line? Because some of these dispensaries get really, really packed. Okay. So if you have questions that you want to know about dispensaries, this is it. This is the time to say something. Also, if you have questions on how to grow, or how to tell which good weed, which bad weed, hit us up, guys. We're going to start bringing these experts on board to discuss the different strands, different weeds. Now, this is a hybrid. I love it. This is what I'm consuming right now, guys. No, this is a blunt. I was consuming it earlier. I love this hybrid. It doesn't get me to sleep. It keeps me awake. I'm up and moving. If you need to do chores around the house, I recommend this strawberry cake. Strawberry cake. Get some of that, and you'll be working all day long. I know it sounds ironic as a pothead to say you're going to be working, but yeah, you do work. Um, my mom called me the other day, and she's old school, and she came over and she wanted to talk to me. She wanted to tell me that she doesn't approve of me smoking weed. And so we were having this discussion, and I said, well, let's go outside. I said, Mom, I grow my own weed. And then she said, can you put some in a bottle with alcohol? Because I hear it's really good for the arthritis. I said, Mom, how are you going to tell me that you don't want me to smoke weed, but yet you want me to go ahead and get you um, some weed with alcohol so you can cure your arthritis? Okay, how do I log in? Hold on. Just click on the link, bro. I'm sorry. Technical difficulties. There you go. Yeah. Takes you straight to the. This is the way to create it. Oh, shoot. Hold on, guys. Technical difficulties. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. So, this is my buddy. I got to send him the invitation right now. Okay. There you go. Just taking me. Sorry. Sorry. Send me a message on Facebook. I'll send you the link. Sorry, guys. This guy's walking in. No worries. Um, we have an hour to discuss. So if anybody's there, log in. Tell me, guys, what your questions are. We can help you out. We have an expert coming once he says hello to me on Facebook. All right. What else can I tell you? Oh, while this is waiting, can I tell you a story about my dad when he started his business as a pimp? I don't know if I told you this story before. I don't know, but you're gonna get to hear it again. Here we go. Just got a message. Nope, I did it. Mm, why is it not taking me there? Ah, there you go. Link, copy links for it. Okay. Joseph. Okay. Joseph Garcia. View profile. Sorry, guys. Hmm. I would say this: get a weed right now. Get some weed. Let me take care of this right now. Mm, mm-hmm. 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 Joseph Garcia. Mm, okay. Sorry about that, guys. Keep smoking weed. I'll see you in a minute. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're gonna get this straightened out. You got nothing to do, anyways. Mm. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let's go here. As I was telling you, so my dad decides to open up a brothel and decides, hey man, where are you? Where are you? You're supposed to send me a message, maybe in the other one. Um, God damn it. Where are you, Rafa? No. Mm. Sorry, man. Let me take care of this real quick. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, cancel. Okay. Ocho. Wait. Wait, done. Rafa Joseph. No way. ¿En qué me lo está mandando? Hold on, guys. Send me your email. Okay. Here we go. We're back live. Hey, man, sometimes when you're dealing with a weed show, we're all high at the time. So you got to be patient, man. And if you're freaking out right now because I'm dealing with this shit, then smoke some more weed, bro, because you'll realize this is a test. Can you handle this shit? Stop losing your shit right now. Stop logging out. Right now, this is a test of you knowing how fucking frustrated you are. You're on your fucking phone watching this on your computer and you're pissed. Or you're taking a shit and you're watching this and you're pissed as fuck because you're like, motherfucker, deal with this shit later. We gotta deal with it now. Smoke some weed. Relax. Life is good, man. You roll with the punches. You gotta know how to fucking deal with shit like this. Sometimes shit just doesn't work out. Mm, there you go. Trying to copy this link. Wait, here we go. Done. It's not letting me send the link. Fuck. Mm-hmm. Copy link. There we go. No, let's open this up again. I know how to do this now. Oh, I'm a genius. Uh, it's right there. So, yeah. Oh, no. Okay. No, different one. Okay, here we go. Okay, messages, turn on. Okay, turn on and paste. Is that it? Son. There we go. I'm gonna tell them to open up the link again. Click it again, bro. All right, that should take him to the link. There we go. Hmm. Okay, there you go. Let's send some link. See if we gets it in there. All right, guys. Well, that was my guest. If they get in, they get in. What else did I want to talk to you guys about? Rice Krispie treats, guys. These are delicious. With this delivery group, I don't know why they do it, but they always send these, and I think I'm getting fatter and fatter because I keep eating this shit. But it does get you a nice high. So let's say you're going on a trip with your kids or something. These are very convenient to staff them in there. You have some, and you're like, all right, let's go see, Barney. Let's go see whatever Teletubby shit you want to see. I'll stare at it and I'll have a good time and you'll have a good time. That's it, man. Sometimes you just have to do that. You have to go and let them unwind, you unwind. That's it. Don't go to the beach and have one of these. You're gonna fucking fall asleep. Go somewhere like a Chuck E. Cheese where they go in, they check your child in here in the US and they check the parents in and they go, all right, guys, there you go. Come on in. Um, But if you do that, you can fall asleep at a Chuck E. Cheese. They won't let your kids out. So they're like temporarily locked down while you're fucking high or even drinking beer because they sell beer there. So recommend that highly, guys, if you go. Let me see if this guy's back in. Nope, that's not logged in. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see if we can paste it here. No, what a fucking douche. Let's see if we can get it from here. Let's get it from here now. Okay. Nope. Done. No. Done. Okay. Done. Done. Nope. Nope. Oh, fuck. What are we doing here? Forward. Done. Nope. Copy. Perfect. Here we go. Here we go. He should log in a second. Now we're able to do it. All right, guys. I think I still owe you the story about my dad and hookers. Don't worry. People that'll see this will edit it later. Um, when I was 10 years old, my dad took care of us by being a security guard at all these bars, at all these hooker bars around LA. These are all Mexican bars. So my dad didn't have any papers and he got a job as a security guard and they gave him a gun. So now he would take care of the bar outside. One night, he gets a call from a guy le staying in Los Cuartos. Los Cuartos is an apartment building. They call it the rooms. because you rent that by season, depending on the strawberry season or the watermelon season or whatever season's going on. So you can throw the guest whenever he comes in, just throw him in, and I'll continue the story later. But so they give him a call. There you go. Throw him in. Throw him in. We'll
Yo.
continue the story about the hooker later. Sorry, brother.
What's up, Richard? How's it going, man?
How's it going? Just
Good.
got off of work.
Yeah, man. Just left the dispensary. Am I allowed to smoke on this? Is that cool?
Of course, we
All
encourage it,
right.
bro.
For
Yeah, I was
sure.
trying.
So what do you
Mm,
think? Should I go with a bud or just some wax?
whatever you prefer, buddy. What do you prefer? And by the way, I want to make sure because they sent me this from Cali Care, and is this wax
Yeah, that looks like it's it looks like it's either rosin or batter. Yeah, it looks like you
batter?
got it.
What's batter?
So batter is a thicker consistency. Rosin is usually made from like flash frozen plants, hence the term live rosin. That means it's usually cut from the stalk the second they're done growing, and then flash frozen. It's typically how they make like live resin, water hash, all that kind of stuff, or like stuff like this. This is diamonds, the THC crystals.
Oh yeah, but you're ooh no, you're talking high end. You're smoking the high end shit.
Yeah, yeah, with a little Puffco peak. I got one of these things that heats itself up. This thing's kick ass, man.
What's
Pretty
the
sick.
maintenance? What's the maintenance on those, bro? The maintenance. Do
Um,
you have to clean it every single hit or what?
yeah, pretty much. So what happens is like it's electronic. So the bottom part, this little button right here, you have to press it 2 times, and you can't really see it. But if
Mm,
you push it 2 times, it heats up and it has a ceramic nail. So
mm-hmm.
this part, the white part, you have to Q-tip it every time you hit it, which is, I'll show you. I'm gonna do the whole thing right now.
All
It's
right. Shit.
it's clutch, dude. Honestly,
And
like the whole wax game, it's way better than what weed is.
really?
Yeah, right now, because it's so much stronger. Because right now, I'm finding like, so we do most of the shop that I work in. We usually work with medical patients, people who have like chronic illnesses and stuff that use marijuana to cope with, certain inflammatory pains or stuff that normal medicine won't cover. So they're not always on pills. So all this stuff is way stronger. So like the wax that I have right here, it's testing at 94% THC.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what other diamonds are testing at, but bud flower itself only tests like about lowest 19, highest 34%.
In
So this
terms
is
of
already
weed.
like, yeah, in terms of weed. So the wax of the crystal in my hand right now, it's triple the temperatures. I mean, triple
Okay.
the strength. Excuse me.
So that's like 95%. You said.
Yeah, and
Oh,
it's a strain called Superjack from Raw Garden. It's a company
okay.
down here. Yeah, I think they grow out of LA or San Fernando
Mm-hmm.
Valley.
Mm-hmm.
So this thing heats up for like 20 seconds. See the light glowing? I don't know if you could really tell that red
Yeah,
light.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Once it stops vibrating, this thing's kick ass, dude. It heats itself up. It's charged by USB charger. It's super dope. Because I used to do the hand one where you have to blow torch it, but I've seen too many videos of it blowing up in people's hands for me to just have one around.
With the
It's
blowtorch
pretty.
that you heat up the nail and then you fucking drop it.
Yeah,
So now
exactly.
it's heated now. Okay, here we
Yeah.
go. I get closer to the camera like shit's gonna get closer to me. Wow, that's
Yeah.
not bad for your first time. It's pretty
No,
good.
yeah, it's pretty decent, man. It's
Now,
good stuff.
how many of those do you hit before you feel it and go, okay, I'm good? One, two,
Um,
three.
Usually about 2 to 3, depending on how big of one I usually take.
Mm-hmm.
That was a tiny one. I usually try to take like because I didn't want to die on camera. Because dude,
Mm-hmm.
if you go in on these things too hot, it can really hurt your chest. Because
Really?
yeah, because you got to control the temperature on these things. Because the thing with this is there's a couple problems with these kind of things. A lot of people hurt themselves because this part of the nail's only
Mm-hmm.
designated to get to be like 300, 325. That's what I think, like temperature wise. But the problem with the blow torches is if you heat it up too hot, you can pop a lung. And I've known I've known too many people that have gone through that. Like I got a homie Kevin. He popped his left lung, and he can't smoke for 2 years. If he even does like the tiniest wax hit or tiniest weed hit, it could rip open his lungs, and he could be permanently injured further than that. I mean, lungs being punctured is already pretty permanent damage. But if it could get worse
Fuck.
than that, you don't even want to try it.
So explain to me why the lung gets fucked up. It's you're smoking with a blowtorch with a nail, or what is it? The temperature's too high, so
Yeah, it's more so the temperature because you're heating up a nail, and depending on what kind of nail material you use, I usually use like quartz if I'm gonna go with bangers, but a lot of people use tie nails. But you got to keep in mind that the kind of material that you're heating up retains heat for a really long time. So a metal one's gonna hold heat longer than a glass one does. And what I think he just went in too hot because what people do is they'll torch it until it turns red. You can't be doing that. You really can't be doing that at all. I think pretty much what I usually go till it's almost orange, and then I get a minute to cool down, so that way you get a low temperature one, so you're not fucking up your lungs for permanently.
wow,
And then
that
if you
is
take
weird.
you take a hot one, you could end up like Kevin.
Hmm.
Kevin can't smoke weed no more.
Don't end up like Kevin. That's a new bumper
Don't
sticker.
end up like Kevin.
Okay. So, how old are
That's
you
the name
now?
of
How
my
old
new
are
improv group.
Don't end up like Kevin.
Yeah, pretty much. Me, I just
How old are
turned
you?
24 this year.
Okay, so you're
24.
24. I know you started comedy at 19, right?
Yes.
This
Yes, sir.
started comedy at 19. Why comedy, bro? You can do anything you want. Why fucking comedy?
Because I wanted a job where I got a lot of attention but little amount of money. Um,
Go to Walmart as a greeter, motherfucker.
I have too many teeth to be working at Walmart. I tried once. They said that I haven't messed up my life enough. But honestly, dude, I don't know. It's because I just grew up watching a lot of Latino comedy. So like Gabriel Iglesias, George Lopez, those were like big dudes in my house. And I always got in trouble for school for like speaking up or trying to. I got in a lot of trouble in school for just being verbal, and I guess it just got led to me being drunk one night and going on stage because my buddies told me to,
And that's it. Here we are talking on a
and
fucking
that's it.
podcast about weed. That is
Yeah,
fucking great, dude. So you got up
I
and you said,
never
"This is
intended
for
it to go
me,"
this far.
right?
Oh, dude, the first time, yeah, well, it was. Well, I mean, because the first time I did stand up, I don't so bad, I almost cried in the car ride home.
You felt
It
so
was
bad.
bad. Yeah, dude,
Where
I
were
felt
you? Where were
terrible.
you? Where was your first time?
My first one was it was Flappers Comedy Club. But so you know how they have the Burbank one in Los Angeles, and obviously
Yeah.
Burbank. A couple years ago, they had one in Claremont, which is 30 miles away from Los Angeles, give or so.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
then they had it in a shopping in like a packing district. So yeah, it was just the second floor of a packing district right above a bar, and then this really dope pizza shop. And then I just went up, and that was the first place I did stand up, and I did terrible. I did so bad.
Why would you come back for it? If you suck,
Uh,
why'd you go? Oh, why do I want this? Fuck
Man,
this.
I've sucked at too many things in my life already, dude. It's been it's
So
been
you
too
were
many
like,
things
this
where I've been
is.
bad at. Yeah, that's when I grew. I was like, you know what? Things are changing now. This is things are gonna be
This is
different
gonna
from
be
here on
now.
out.
Yeah, from
I
now
got
on,
into
I
community
want no
college.
money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
bro.
I've been unhappy so far. We're gonna keep it this way.
I'm talking like I'm your dad, going like, "What the fuck, then? Why the fuck are you fucking up?"
You know what? This is me and my dad had the same exact conversation because my dad was a hard worker growing up, and then he's like, "What are you gonna do? Tell jokes?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do that." He's like, "How much are they paying you?" They're not paying me. I'm actually losing money doing this.
Yeah. See, the way it
Like,
works, Dad, I have to invest as much as if I would have went to college.
yeah, yeah,
Oh my
exactly. I was like, well, I was
god.
like, wait, you don't understand. It makes
So
me
let me
happy.
ask. You said you work with patients. Is your dispensary out in the
Yeah.
street or is it a clinic? What is it?
Um. So the one that I work at right now it's a clinic. It's this one in Orange County. It's pretty much like near industrial park. I used to work at a trap shop, and then I decided I need to change it up. So now I work at an actual place that's certified, legal. Yeah,
Okay.
and move on
So
up.
but how does somebody become a bud tender? Because that's who you are, right? A bud tender.
Yeah, exactly that. It's
Exactly.
honestly, dude, it's super easy. It's not hard at all. You just
Like
like the tiniest bit of a knowledge about weed, just a tiny bit. and not be a
Really?
psychopath.
So what
Yeah.
were so what were some of the questions they asked you to get a job selling weed?
Well, the thing is for I think they hired me mainly because I had experience already because I had worked in illegal shops for almost half a year to a full year. So they're they're called trap shops, and I was working in those for a good amount of time. So I think the experience that they said that I had was already good enough. But the interview, it
Okay.
was like, what have you smoked weed? What experience with weed do you have? Do you know like the weights of it? Do you know certain strains? What strains have what effects? Just stuff like that.
Now, with the years that's gone by, is there something that surprises you now, or something that's just surprised you when it comes to weed? I know we're discussing those crystals, but anything else where you go,
Yeah.
fuck, these are strong. And let me ask you a question. This is just personal because I have a thing with my buddy. Can somebody eat 300 milligrams of weed or of grams of weed in a gummy and survive?
Oh fuck. I'm gonna answer that one first because I like that question.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can, but you're not gonna have fun at all. It's gonna be terrible. 300 milligrams is way too much, especially if it's just
Re-
like one person, because the bioavailability for your body is a lot stronger for edibles which you consume and remains in your bloodstream as compared to like what you're doing now, smoking, because it
Smoking.
goes in,
Hmm.
out. Yeah, max 3 seconds to take in the THC. The 300 milligrams, was that you or your friend? I want to know what he
My,
ate.
I've eating like 200, 300 when it comes in the little pack. And the little pack is,
Yeah.
10 milligrams per square. Full square is like
Fuck. So
100. So
you're eating like 20. You're eating like the whole thing, then, huh?
yeah, the whole square, the whole thing, the whole everything. And I'm like, I'm cool. Maybe I
All
was
right, as
fucked
long as you
up.
can
Maybe I
handle it,
was.
because
That's a lot of
no,
weed.
honestly, like yeah, that's kind of because 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams. So you're
Uh
already
huh.
taking like half that gram to the face already, or a little less than half, because
Yeah.
edibles are a lot stronger than weed because it goes to your bloodstream, so it stays. It's gonna hit harder. It's gonna be in there for a longer amount of time.
Oh, maybe I'm getting it
And
wrong.
typically with
Milligram.
because
Maybe it's
California
milligram.
state
100.
law,
Says only 100 milligrams.
oh yeah, milligrams would be different. Well, because California state law, we can only max if you make an edible, the most it can be in one whole piece altogether is 100 milligrams.
100 milligrams, right? Okay. So yeah,
Yeah.
100
So
milligrams. That's
if you
what I'm
buy a
talking
baggie, yeah.
about.
So if you buy a baggie of gummy bears, or if you buy a chocolate bar, the max it's going to be 100 milligrams total. So you'd have to eat the
Okay.
whole bag, and the individual probably going to be like 5 milligrams or 10.
Now somebody can eat, like I can eat 300 milligrams and I'll be fine.
I don't know
Hello?
how, but I guess
Huh? What
so.
do you mean? Yeah. Well, can I
Yeah, I don't
survive
know
though?
how
I'm not
you,
in a coma or
because that's
anything.
kind of a lot, dude. I'll eat like no, yeah, you're going to be fine. It's just that's
I'm a big guy.
it's just because well, yeah, that's also something you got to take into consideration too. Body height, weight, all that stuff.
How
It goes
much I
into play when you're
smoke.
taking edibles.
Now, do you smoke in the mornings before you take off?
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
So you wake and
I
bake. You
usually take
wake
a
up.
dab or yeah, because usually I feel like that's what it takes to get your sinuses and everything back. If you chronically smoke, I feel like that's what it takes to get you back in the groove of things. You know what I mean?
Now you've been smoking for how long now?
Um, since I was about off and on when I was 14, but I started really smoking when I was 17.
Okay. Parents know about it. Everything's cool.
Yeah, my most of my family knows. They weren't cool with it at first, and then they were like, "If you pay your own bills, you can do whatever you want." And now I'm like, "What's up,
No.
dog? I pay my own bills, fool. Let's talk about this."
Ugh.
But they weren't like, yeah, yeah, exactly. They reacted the way most parents would react to finding out their kid smokes weed. They were kind of pissed off. That was
Yeah.
my dad, but my mom actually bought first gram of weed.
Really? Fucking
Yeah, she told me I
mom.
was
That's
stressing
so.
her out.
Oh, so she bought you some weed? That is fucking awesome. I can either hit this motherfucker or get
Yeah,
him some
well,
weed.
see, because I had like growing up, I had like chronic anxiety, like really bad anxiety. So I think it passed from one person to another. So she was starting to feel side effects from it. She's like, dude, you can't be freaking out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So she got me a gram, and then it completely changed everything.
Wow. That's fucking dope. Kudos
Yeah,
to mom. Kudos to mom. She gets extra points.
kudos to mom. Yeah, right.
Kudos. Now, let me ask you a few
And
questions about these trap houses, because these are illegal weed houses, basically. Any crazy shit happen while
yeah,
you were
trap
working in
shops.
these trap shops? What happened?
Oh,
Did anything crazy?
dude, yeah, it's so many things. I wouldn't even know where to start. I
The
had crack
craziest
flow
motherfucker.
with me. I've sold cops weed. I ran from the cops. I fucking
From the
I
from the
watched.
shop?
I had to stop. Yeah, so many things like because cops would come in undercover, or like the city tried to shut. The city did shut down our water and our power a couple of times. People tried to rob us. There was a bunch of stuff, dude. Because we worked in Altadena. Oh,
That's
well,
okay.
East Side
Nobody
LA.
knows it.
We worked in
Let me tell you, all of this is
yeah,
in
no one
Europe,
knows.
so you're good. You're good. You're good. It's a European fucking
Oh, if it's in
show.
Europe, yeah, they don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I worked in East, fucking Altadena. The address was 123. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was like we were right in the heart of the hood from that, and then so I dealt with all sorts of crazy people. From like it was weird because our patients there would be from like gang members all the way up to people who were lawyers and doctors, teachers, that sort
Hmm.
of clientele.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, shoot, I don't even know where to start. And it's hard because when you reflect on all this stuff, when you say pick your one crazy story, and
Okay.
you're like,
Well,
there's so many, man.
anytime that you guys ever get robbed, because who the fuck are you gonna call?
Yeah, there's been a couple times like that where dudes. So we told one dude that we couldn't sell him weed because when you go to a trap shop, the only requirement is that you take a California ID or whatever state that you live in. You just take the ID. That's it. No other, because we're not even there supposed to be there legally. But so we have no actual control. We just want to see you're a normal person, that you're not under 21 maybe, and that it'll be a good trip. So one dude, he didn't have his ID and he was getting all pissed off that we wouldn't let him in. So what he did was he took out his gun, he started waving it around, saying that if we didn't let him in, he was going to shoot the place up. Which you don't need to do that, dude. For a $10 aid, you ain't got to be doing all that. If
Okay,
that's who you
why
are
don't
as a
you?
person, that's cool.
Yes, but why don't you guys just put an eighth and throw it out and go, here you go, bro, get the fuck out of here.
That
I
that
mean,
could
what
have
it,
that was
that
probably
could
that
have
was my
solved the problem. That could have just been the solving the problem. Like, hey, here you go, bro. Hey, just stop fucking around, bro. I don't need a
yeah,
bullet shot.
okay.
That's gonna cost me $38 to fix. That's the eighth I just gave you. Fuck you. You're gonna break a window. That's gonna cost me $180. Fuck. I should have just gave you an eighth. Because the cops don't fix your window, bro. The cops gonna arrest him.
No,
He's a
no.
fucking bum. You know what I mean? Why don't people just go, okay, hold on, buddy. Hold on. Hey, here's your eighth. Get the fuck out of here. Next time when we see him outside, we go, you're not coming in. Why? Because you don't have a fucking ID. You're not coming back in.
That
It'll
you know what?
cost
We
you.
should have done that, dude.
So what
Because that
happened? The
would
cops
that
showed
would have
up?
saved us so much trouble.
What
No, so what
happened?
he
So
did
what?
was
Uh,
he called the cops, man. He freaking, after threatening to shoot the place up, he went outside and he called the cops,
the guy with the gun
saying that
called
we
the
had an
cops.
illegal. The guy with the gun called the cops. He said that
Uh-huh.
we were an illegal weed shop and that we had an armed gunman. And I was like, "You're the armed gunman. Oh, you're calling the cops on us and yourself. You're the one that's the danger." And
So,
so we had to close
uh,
down the entire shop. We had to close everything down because obviously, you don't want the cops showing up at a place that illegally sells weed. So it
uh-huh.
took them about 30 to 40 minutes to actually get there. And one of my coworkers had to go because she had been arrested like 3 times. She has 2 kids,
Yeah,
and she didn't want repeating a felony offense. So she bounced, which is understandable. I would have done the same thing. But I was stoned and I was kind of still processing what was happening. That was also a problem because like we would smoke weed all day, so I wouldn't really be. I'm not even sure if I actually worked there. You know what I mean? Like it's
yeah. You
I
just went and hung out
smoke
and
so
smoked weed all
do I
day.
really just come to this place and get paid to smoke pot? pretty much. And then she bounced. And then I don't know if this dude waited for the cops to show up, but the second the cops showed up after we had locked everything down, this fool ran around to the backside of the building and tried breaking into the backside while the cops were still there, while they were trying to come in through the front side. So we had people trying to get in on both sides.
Oh
And then the
my
security guard,
God.
yeah, dude, it was all bad. And I don't know, total respect to my security guard, my fucking man. He, I don't know what he told the cops, but they just drove away. That was it. He just spoke to the cops for like 20 seconds, and they just drove away and left us alone. Yeah, and the dude in the back he was still trying to get in, but then our security guard at the time, we didn't tell him that the security guard actually has a gun because, you know, we're working around someone weed. You cannot have a weapon in that kind of situation. And so the security guard just had to go out back and then tell him that he had like 5 minutes to leave because of what he had, because, you know, he tried robbing us and then he snitched, and that's not.
Yeah, that's not cool.
If
not
snitches get
among
snitches,
criminal.
yeah,
The snitches.
yeah. If snitches get stitches, I don't know what that fool's getting. From criminal to criminal, dog. You kind of fucked us over, dude. That was not chill.
But that's not what made you think maybe I should go legit, right? That wasn't it. You were like, I'm still good. That's just one guy with a gun. Fuck it, I can still chill here.
No, I mean, there were so many signs that I probably should have gone legit. That was like 2 weeks into the job too, so I hadn't been there for very long.
And you weren't gonna quit. Fuck, you just got started. You know, that's just
Yeah,
goes
no,
with
because it comes with, you know, it comes with it. But
now
the first lesson I should have quit was my first day, because the first day there we were sitting in the butt tending room, and then they called me in the front office. They're like, "Hey, get in here! It's raid training." And so when I had got in, it was it was the firefighters and the police officers trying to get into the building from both sides, but we had gone and locked up all the windows and doors so no one could get in. So we just turned off the lights, music, and everyone I think they just assumed that we weren't there anymore, so they just left after 30 minutes.
And they didn't get any of the weed?
I was like, I think no, because they couldn't get into the building. Because the building that we used to work in was, it was like some, sorry dude, it's kind of buffing on my end, so if I'm cutting you off, my bad. But it was a weird building where it was like secured on both sides. That I don't know if it was like a medical building. It looked like it used to be a medical building or a mechanic shop. It looked like it used to be one of the two. But there was fucking hubcaps everywhere, and there was IV bags in the bathroom. So I mean, from the previous owner, so it could have been either or.
Or a smuggler.
Or been a heroin den part of that.
Yeah, a smuggler with IV is getting by.
Just some fool trying to. I'm just trying to pay my rent, man. That's it.
I'm just trying to sell this weed and feed my daughter. You don't have a daughter, bro. Oh shit.
Yeah. You've just been so high that you think you have a daughter.
Any old ladies come in there and ask you for shit? Like, what's the most common thing that people come and ask you as a bud tender? That you're like, okay, that's enough, bro.
The most common thing?
Yeah.
When they want to go picking from one jar to another, when they smell it, because everyone assumes
hold on.
They don't actually know, but I'm going to say it straight up right now.
Huh.
They want to go from like jar to jar, smelling each weed individually. But because we have like 24 jars out at once, but I'm gonna tell everyone right now, it's 3 weeds put into 8 different jars. For trap shops, that's what trap shops do. They never have. So if you're like, all right, I'm gonna smell the Jack Herrera and I'm gonna smell the Blue Dream, I'm 80% sure they're both the same one, and you're just doing like a mental thing on yourself, you know? Yeah.
So you guys don't give a shit if you run out of Blue Dream, just put some Jack Herrera in there and say fuck it. We'll sell it.
Yeah, that's what trap shops do. Yeah, not legal shops. Legal shops is different.
The legal shops, they have to give you with it, but trap shops go, fuck it, just put this over here and then put that over there. Fuck it, just sell that. Yeah. Now,
trap shops get weed from a plug, and legal places get weed from farms. So there's like, you know, a plug's not going to have like 8 different kind of strains. Yeah.
Yeah, they have like 3 or 4, maybe one. That's all that's planning. He just puts different names on that shit. Okay, I got it. Trap shop's a little
Exactly.
more
Yeah.
shady, and they can get away with shit like that. That's cool, bro. The
I'll
most
tell you what
common thing
though,
that
if you're trying to
what
save money, go to a trap shop.
really you get the best deals.
Yeah, you can get more for a lot less. A lot
Now,
less.
is there any danger in smoking that kind of weed from a trap shop than the
Yeah,
legal
man.
one?
There's so many. The first one, I would say you don't actually know what it is because, like I said, it could be Blue Dream, it could be Jack Rare, it could be Alaskan Thunderfuck, or it could be an indigo glue. You genuinely don't know because it's just one, and that you don't know how it's grown. You don't know if there's pesticides. There was a lot of times where I would weigh people out, and it was shitty because the weed that they wanted, I had seen there was like mold if you had taken out one of them. So I would like point them to a different part of the shop, and I would have to put it away, and then I would grab them a completely different jar. So because I don't want them smoking moldy weed, you know. So I would
Wow.
just switch it, and they wouldn't. Yeah.
Why
So
does
I
the
would
weed
just
get
take the mold weed
moldy?
and put it in the back.
How does it get moldy? Why? Is I would say it
Um,
gets dry.
Most of it, well, because that probably has to do with the majority of the curing process, which is the process after you clip and trim the weed when you hang it to dry, or the
Mhm.
growing process, or because they use specific. I don't know, because for some reason people will start using like they'll use. I'm trying to think of the word. They'll use hormones made specifically for like tomatoes and plants, and it's like that's not. You can't do that. That's like putting taco seasoning on enchiladas. It's like
Mhm.
it's kind of the same thing, but they're two completely different items. So
Mhm.
weed weed has to be grown a specific way. It has to be grown not specific way because there are various ways to grow weed, but it has to be grown with stuff that's only made to grow weed, not you know tomatoes
Not
or
other
fucking
shit. You're not doing cucumbers here. You're not raising
papayas.
cucumbers.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Just because some of
Okay.
the
Okay.
nutrients work on cucumbers and it could work for weed doesn't mean it should.
All right. All right. Now let me ask you something,
Yeah.
bro. You have a girlfriend? Are you getting married? Is this all you're gonna do? Are you gonna focus on just fucking comedy? What does the next 10 years look for you?
The next 10 years, I am dating a girl. I'm dating a girl. I got a girlfriend. She's freaking amazing. I love her 100%. She's holding it
Oh
down. She
God.
supports my comedy dreams. So fucking, I'm the luckiest dude ever right now.
Yes, yes, yes.
I
That's
was doing
what
the
I
whole
said
dating
too.
thing, man. I know. I mean, I was doing the whole dating thing, and like growing up, because I grew up in the hood. So I met a girl that grew up outside of the hood. So it's a lot better than dating someone that grew up in the same kind of environment as me, because she's actually stable. And
So when
as
you go
opposed to
to do
me,
you
who's someone's a comedian.
when you go to her
What was that?
house, do her parents ask you when you go to her house? Do they ask you what do you do for a living? You're 24.
Yeah, and they know. They know.
They know you sell weed.
Yeah, they know. Well, because
Yeah, and they're
they know
because
it's
the dad
legal. I
buys from
think
you.
no, no, the dad doesn't mind. Actually, I think the dad would want to if maybe his wife didn't know, but because who wouldn't want to strong? If you had a homie that sold strong weed and you were just like, well, I don't smoke, but I want to try it, you would try it.
Of course, yeah,
That's an
yeah,
offer you can't pass down. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I
My
would
buddy
totally
does.
hook him up, dude. I would
Get him
I
high.
wouldn't even tell his wife. That would just stay between me and him. I know what it is, man. I know what it's like. I grew up
Just
with Christian parents.
slip him a gummy bear, bro. Just slip him a gummy bear. Go. Here you go, suegro. There you go. Just knock yourself out. Go ahead. That's
Yeah,
you.
for real.
That's not you. He's gonna get
Eat,
fucked
eat
up,
this
his
and make
son.
sure, and then eat this and tell me you don't have the best damn family dinner you'll ever have tonight. You'll start learning things about your
Hey.
daughters you've never known. What's your favorite book? Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that.
Bro, maybe
What's your name? That's
you'll
right.
start learning shit that you didn't know about your girl. Her dad starts talking. He says, "Man, I liked her other boyfriend better. You know, he was taller and stronger."
Man, you're cool, but I like the other Mexican she brought last week. That dude was he was dope, man.
Yeah. Good evening, sir. How
I mean, you
are
guys look
you,
alike.
friend?
He's
I
just like,
know,
hey,
right?
what's up, Miguel? Good to see you again. I'm like, what? Hold up.
They only buy from Italians. certified company, nice strains, great weed. Only Italians. I don't care where you grow it. I don't know if you black, blue, or purple. I'll still buy your weed if it's good weed. How much is too much weed? What am I smoking today? I am smoking strawberry cake. Let me ask you something. The strawberry cake that I get, this 10 grams hybrid strawberry cake for $75. Is that a good deal? I'm asking you, bro.
Yeah.
That's 10.
I mean, if you're going to a trap shop and if it's not
No,
moldy, it
this
sounds
is.
like it's a good deal. But if it's a legal shop, it's still a good deal. I mean, as long as it's not like anything laced, yeah. I paid
Yeah.
75 for $10 because I go dry sometimes.
You go dry? How do you go dry, bro? You work there. Just go to work.
It's 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 way because you do. It's like working in a candy shop. You know,
Hmm.
you're gonna eat too much candy and you're gonna get sick, but you're gonna keep wanting to eat the candy.
So you have to physically stop yourself from smoking while you're working?
Well, in the legal shop, I can't really smoke. I just got treated like a regular job, so I
Uh-huh.
can that saves 8 hours of my day because I have to be sober. But
Uh-huh. The rest
yeah.
of the time, fuck
Oh,
it.
and to answer that dude's question, I'm smoking Superjack Diamonds from Raw Gardens, and then I'm smoking Source's Quest, which is the Sativa strain. That's what I just smoked a
Hmm.
bowl out of. Some pretty good stuff.
Nice. 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 Now, um, any crazy questions that you've ever gotten or crazy customers that you can tell me about in your whole years of working on dispensary? Like, has anybody tried to show you a
Yeah.
titty for a gram or anything like that? You're laughing, but you know it's
I
true.
mean, yeah, no, dude, people are weird, especially people that like weed. And I'm not judging because I'm a weird dude, but I am not. I thought I was weird, but then I was like, oh no, you're weird.
What's some of the
There's
weird
sometimes you meet
shit?
people and you're just like, you shouldn't be smoking weed. There was there was this this I don't know how to say this. There's a crackhead that had a crush on me. I don't know how to say it lightly. I don't know how to say it easier than
Crackhead.
that.
It's a crackhead. We can say fucking crackhead. It was a fucking
Yeah,
crackhead in
yeah.
front of you.
There was a crackhead who would always come in. Her name was, let's call her Maria, and she
Uh-huh.
would always come in. She would try to flirt with me and she'd be like, hey, let me be your PayPal buddy for some weed. And I'd be like, Maya, I have a girlfriend. What the fuck is a PayPal buddy? And then she would just start laughing and start dancing around the dispensary. It
The
was
shot.
kind of mortifying because she would do like slow interpretive dancing, but it kind of looked like she was trying to draw sexual attention out of it. And it was like,
Uh-huh.
you're just making me uncomfortable.
Hey, are you getting sexual harassment prevention training in your workplace?
Fuck no, dude.
You can legally complain to your customer and say, hey, Brian, what's up? You can tell your boss, hey, I feel sexually harassed by her dancing that way. You need to take action, immediate action. I need to
But then
talk to
she's like,
HR.
I'll tip you out better if you let me show you my titty. And I was like, fuck.
Uh,
All right, just flash him a titty real quick. They fucking give me a 20. I'm back in, baby. These dollar bills. My girlfriend gets all mad, but it's like, you're playing when you're in Gucci.
yeah, how do you think we got it?
That's where that
My
money has to come
titties.
from, baby.
Oh shit. That is crazy, bro. Well, I'm glad.
But
Why?
yeah, and
Oh,
there's
Brian's crying.
undercover cops, dude. They always come in and try to buy weed.
Really? At the
You
trap
haven't?
shops or in the real shop?
Oh
Trap shop
yeah,
or real shop?
in the trap shops, because
And so,
they're
how
trying
do
to
you
find
know
out work
that?
information.
Oh, really? Like, what kind of questions would they come and ask you?
They would ask who's the boss here, who's the owner, what time do you guys come? Obvious, like questions that a KTLA Morning 5 news reporter would ask about. You know, excuse me, sorry, feeling a little gay today. But that's like
Uh-huh.
stuff that like undercover reporters would ask. Like come on, dog. You guys are asking obvious questions. It's like, and they'd come in wearing jean shorts. They all look the same, bald guys that look like they got biceps, but they still got the beer belly. And you can blatantly tell like those kind of like what Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum look like in 21 Jump Street. Just
Uh-huh.
old ass dudes, just being like,
Uh-huh.
"Hey man, where's that dro at? You guys got any of that reefer that we could smoke?" Like, I know what you're doing, dog. I know exactly who you are. I know what you want. And after a
And
while,
then
we
so
would fuck with them. We would just
how
fuck
how
with
would
them
you fuck with a cow? Hey, who's the owner? What would you
because
tell them?
because I'd be like, "Oh yeah, it's like a." I'd just be weighing them out in the middle. I'd be like, "All right, you wanted the eighth? Yeah, no problem, officer. So how long you been on the force?" And then they do the thing where they're just like, "What do you mean we don't work on the force?" It's like, yeah, whatever, dude. So I'll drop it and I'll keep weighing them out, change the conversation. I'll be like, "So how many people have you shot, dude? How many minorities have you as a white cop shot in America?" And I think
Wow.
I'm fucking crushing it. I'm fucking being hilarious, and they're pissed. They are not happy.
Wow. Because I guarantee you, because they can't do shit about it. They're walking in as civilians with no fucking orders from anybody, just to know, oh, I'm gonna find out what's going on in there, and I'm gonna go check out that place. They want to get that promotion. Oh, I busted a weed shop. I think it's
See,
cops like that because that's
I had never understood why they never arrested me when they would come in. But now that you say it like that, I think that could have been a reason. I think
because
that
they
really could have
thought
been
they're
the
gonna rile up. Hey, captain, I know where there's a weed shop that we can bust, and the captain would go, "Oh, shut the fuck up, man. We're not gonna go bust no weed. We got bitter shit. You know what I mean? We got other shit to deal with." But
yeah.
they thought, "Oh, I'll go tell
You
the
know,
captain I did some investigation." Fucking assholes.
yeah, dude, it's so stupid, man. It's like it's literally the equivalent to like you being a kid and tattling on another kid just because he's playing with the girl that you liked. You know, it's like,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah,
grow up. Go arrest some real criminals. We're just trying to smoke
yeah,
weed and like survive. It's not because this is airing in the UK, right?
yeah, yeah. It's in the UK. No worries.
And they don't. Yeah, it's probably the
Yeah,
same way they
they
feel
can't
about just
smoke.
smoking weed in the privacy of their own home.
They can't smoke, dude. This is crazy. It blows my mind how right now they cannot. They're not allowed to smoke.
Dude, that's
It's still illegal. It's amazing, right?
I
You
couldn't
you
imagine
are,
that.
bro. You're in a very special generation, bro. You are in the gifted generation. If you wanted to fuck every night, you could. You're 24. You're in that
Yeah.
generation, bro. You don't have to go fucking sit out next to your weed connect for 3 hours because he wants to talk to you about the weed and he wants to smoke half of the weed you just bought. You know what I mean? You don't have those problems anymore, bro. You
Those
understand?
days of
You
when you had
have
to be friends with your drug dealers.
exactly. You have Netflix. Do you understand? You have an excuse. We had to go
Yeah.
to the fucking drive-in if we wanted to fucking watch a movie. So you guys are
Yeah, see,
very
tell me
lucky.
how did you have to pick up weed when you were like my age? When you were 20, you smoked weed when you were my age?
Yeah, but no, no. I started at 37, smoking weed at 37. But I remember friends of mine that smoked weed, and for them it was like, "What took you so long?" Oh, bro, a fool wanted to smoke. I was like, "Why'd you smoke with him?" Because then he'll get mad. He won't sell me weed, and then you're fucked. You know, they had no sense of customer service. Do you have to do good customer service at your job, bro? Are you supposed
Yeah,
to
I
be
got
polite and courteous and informative to the customers as they come in? Do you provide them with a smile and a good morning or afternoon as they're walking in?
yeah, for the legal shop, definitely 100%.
Exactly. You know why? Because there's a million of you guys that
100%. Yeah,
we need good
and they're
customer
easily
service. So
replaceable.
yes.
Yeah. See, back in the
So
day, I guess before there was legal shops, you had to treat the drug dealer like they were like you were doing them a good customer service because if they just bounced on you, that's it, dude. There was no
yeah,
internet, there
fuck
was no
you.
cell
No more
phones,
weed for you. Like no
just
more
fucking
soup.
pagers.
No more
Yeah.
soup. No more soup.
How did you see? That's what I'm wondering. How did you even find a dealer? Because when I was young in high school, it was just word of mouth from people like homies that I knew who were like, "Hey, this guy sells weed." But then in high school, no one would sell to me because I just looked like a fucking
it
narc.
was
Like
it
people assumed
was
that I was a young
usually
police officer.
it was usually the for me it was the cholos. Usually one of them knew how to get some weed and they would supply
Yeah,
my boy Brian with some shitty weed or whatever. Like literally skank
yeah.
weed. But it's what we had around back then. And he would smoke, and I tried it. Never was my taste when I was younger. I didn't start smoking until 37, and then it opened my eyes to fuck. This is miracle drug. But as a kid, dude,
So when
growing
did you
up,
start smoking at 37?
Because I wanted to stop drinking. uh,
No, yeah,
I
that's
drank.
a during comedy, dude.
uh,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
Yep,
I mean,
freaking bars every
I,
night.
yes, I had access to alcohol so easily, and I just figured, you know what? I'd rather smoke than get fucking hammered. I can't take these fucking
Yeah,
hangovers. I'm a better person when I
yeah, and dude,
smoke.
you're the headliner. People probably want to take shots with you after the show. People are probably like,
Yeah.
"Hey, let me," especially because I would 100% do that. If I saw like Bill Burr or Tom Segura, I'd be
Hmm.
like, "Yo, let me buy you a shot." Like when I was,
Yeah.
if I wasn't doing stand up, I definitely want to buy him a drink for sure.
So nights where you're performing, people are just sending you shot after shot after shot after shot. When you go to Texas, when you start touring Texas, that's a very common thing to do. In other states, certain states do it. They'll send you a shot,
Yeah.
and you're on stage, and they'll drink it. Everybody starts
Fuck.
screaming, "Drink it!" So now you drink it, and it's gotten to the point you fuck. You start
You got
drinking
to
before
fall
you
under the
know it.
peer pressure.
Yes, and you're like, it's happened to me in Corpus Christi,
Uh,
Texas. I took off my shirt. I'm fucking dancing, fucking without a shirt on stage. Man, if anybody could see that fucking video now,
you
but
took off your
I'm
shirt. Why did you
fucking
take off
dancing.
your
Oh,
shirt?
I didn't give a fuck, dude. I was
Oh my
hammered because they
god,
keep sending me shots.
that's so
And at the
funny.
end, we started singing. At the end, we just sang "Volver, Volver," Vicente Fernandez, and that was it. That was the show,
Oh
bro.
fuck.
But you get to a certain lifestyle where that becomes the norm. And for me, I was like, ah,
Oh
no,
yeah,
I can't.
especially if you have like a huge Latino fan base, because that's all
Yes,
we do, man. Fucking drink till 6 in the morning, then get to spackling
yes,
and fucking crack it on. That's
crack
all
it down.
Mexicans.
It.
Like I don't know if it's the same for other Hispanics, but Mexicans, it's just straight shit. My nana has Alzheimer's. She's in her freaking 70s. She's not supposed to be, but she still drinks.
Of course, of course. It's
Yeah, there's
tradition. Fuck it,
no
you gotta.
you can't. Yeah, you can't tell a Mexican that moved here illegally what to do because they're not gonna listen. If they're not gonna listen to the regiment in Mexico or freaking America, they're gonna do whatever they want.
Who do they have out in Europe? I wonder what's the equivalent. Is it the Indian population in Europe? That is the equivalent of the Latinos in the U.S. I think so
I am that. Yeah,
because
yeah,
there.
because
I
I
think
hear
that's
there's
the
a lot
India.
of
Here,
Asian
the
people out
Latino
there and
population
Indians.
and Indians, yeah, or Thai. I don't know. We don't know until we go visit you guys. I've been there to Europe, London. I've been there, Europe.
Yeah.
I've been to London. Sorry, and it's just it's I don't know. For me, it was like okay, and we got to be there one day. I didn't see a lot, but I was like, all right, well, it just looks like another European city. Maybe because I didn't get to
Yeah.
experience the whole Europe thing, but I don't know uh,
Mm.
what they're used to over there. Let's end it up with this, bro. Any social media platforms you want to promote, anything you want them to see your stuff in. I know we dabbed a little into your stand up. I just wanted them to get to know you a little bit more. But any social media platforms, videos, do you have a YouTube channel? Where can they see your stuff?
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate you having me on. This was really fun. My Instagram is gonna be it's Kill Joseph, KILLJOSEPH. My icon Sailor Moon. I just post
Hmm.
bits on there. I would say I post shows and stuff, but you guys are in the UK, and it looks like I'm not doing any dates out there anytime soon. But if you guys want to give a follow, and if I have the blessing to go do there, actually, my friend's going. She might do the festival in the Bill Hicks Memorial Festival that's running out there, so she might tag me along. Actually, I might go feature for her on the road with her if all this stuff goes
Nice.
normal. So my Instagram's Kill Joseph. My Twitter's I Fight Girls.
I
And
fight.
yeah, I always post bits and stuff. Yeah, it's a silly name, but it makes me laugh. I post bits and sketches and all that good stuff. You guys should check it out if you guys ever get a chance. If you guys got
So
questions about weed life here in California, I'm your man.
there you go, Joseph Garcia. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much too. I just want to publicly thank you for helping me out. I'm jumping back into the scene, comedy scene, and you've been a great help. So, thank you very much, Joseph.
Yeah,
We'll
of
pick
course,
this
man.
up
Dude,
again,
it's
bro.
hilarious.
Start thinking of all the crazy stories. We'll bring you back as a guest, bro. I want you to start thinking of just the crazy stories because I want to put them together and do a podcast on just. I'll have guests come in and tell their crazy stories. All right.
For sure. That sounds. I'll start working on it after this. Thank you so much for having me, Richard. Take it easy.
Thank you very
Appreciate you.
much, bro. Take care. Bye bye.
Later, everyone. Bye.